chat to say hi to YouTube. Let's watch memes or something. I don't know.
If there are no questions, we can end this call early. I have a question. Can you just do it later? I'll kill you. How I feel after becoming lactose intolerant again by simply forcing my body to... Oh, lactose tolerant. By simply forcing my body to digest...
That's all lactose intolerant people, man. They're so strong.
Lactose? Some people can brute force it. How did the date go? Have you ever gone on a date with a girl with dad humor? No. The waiter came over to us and asked, "You want a box for the leftovers?" She replied, "No, but I'll wrestle you for them." No way. If you guys ever have kids, they're gonna have two dads.
Oh my god, that poor kid, man.
That's awesome. They're gonna hate both of you in the same way, and it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be beautiful. That relationship is going to bud so well. Dubai influencers right now, this is fine. They can't complain. Oh, I'm sure they're not allowed to complain. I'm totally sure of that. They literally can't, I guess. WhatsApp. Rest of the world, Americans. I've always wondered why. Is it because it's like Chinese owned or something like that?
I don't understand. What's with WhatsApp in America?
They're going to steal all of the citizens' secrets. Ooh. I know stuff like that can be an issue. I just don't know anything anymore, and I'm kind of tired of the world. I just don't know why. What is it with WhatsApp here in the US? Because we don't use it at all. We do not. Is it even like available here anymore? My religious...
WhatsApp is a necessity in Brazil. Literally every business uses WhatsApp, and it's usually like the only way to contact them.
Conservative parents, the second I got married, have sex. Well, okay, yeah. We know why though. They're not just saying now that you're married you can do it and enjoy yourself and your partner and all the stuff that comes with it. No. They demand you create a child for them. I will never understand why parents do that. They demand that you make a kid for them. They don't really give a fuck about you and your fulfillment from like the beauty of parenthood or anything like that, unless they're that type of parent that's like, I don't ever want to see this kid, I will not raise your baby, which is also fair. But what is it? What is it with the conservative parents that are like, give me a baby right now? Give me your child right now. I know that there's that notion of raise your kids so you can spoil your grandkids. Totally understand that angle. But it just feels kind of weird that they're like, hey, sex is evil. It's a sin. It's awful. Your father and I only did it to make you, and we find it disgusting. They don't. But like, I just don't understand. At the moment you get married, they're like, I'm so sorry to the editor. I will never do that again. I'm sorry. Just one long bleep should do it. I don't want to make you do 12. Apologies. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing great. I'm doing super-de-duper, he said sarcastically. I don't have a problem with kids using slang. I'm sick to death of censorship and everything being babyfied. Yes, I have said this before. I have friends where their livelihood is based around YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and they have to follow those rules. Because if they don't, and they're not in good standing with the guy that owns them, YouTube, then they lose their money, and they can't have that. And I completely understand where a lot of people are coming from. I really do. I would prefer you just put bleeps in your videos if you mention words that need to be bleeped these days, rather than using the self-censored versions, because I do believe that those take away from the importance of those words and those topics. If you say pew-pewed, I get irrationally upset about that. You can bleep the words if you need to, but we need to stop goo-goo-gaga-ifying very important things by saying unalived. It's going to soften a blow that will f people up more later. When the homeless dude begging me for money, but I'm genuinely in the same financial situation as him, just in a harder fit. I mean, I don't know, man. When hemorrhoid popped spewing blood like fountain, but you're too embarrassed to call for help, so they found you later this week like this? What the hell, man? Dude, if a hemorrhoid popped, embarrassment? No, I don't care what the situation. If something has popped, like a sore that painful on my body is open now and bleeding, I'm calling somebody, dude. I am calling anybody, and I'm gonna be straight up. Embarrassment be damned. Where the hell is the cursor? I don't think he'll ever know. You know what? I'm assuming this is a ridiculously stupid Windows setup, but I hope one day, I don't know if Windows has it, I don't believe they do, but if they do, one of my favorite things that happens on Mac is if you lose your cursor, you can just violently flail it around and it will get really big, so it's impossible to miss.
Wait, really? I didn't know that was a thing. That's so fun.
I love that. As someone whose eyesight's gotten a little worse as they got older, and who loses their cursor on his 3 monitors often, I wish that existed. And if it does in Windows 11 and I can turn it on, please let me know. God, I hate Windows 11. I run every day.
Nobody likes Windows 11, man. What a piece of dog shit.
For 20 minutes. And if I miss a day, I add 4 months. No, we get it. We saw you before. What are you up to now, though? Because it's been 37 years since you tweeted this. So naturally, you gotta be up to decades of running tomorrow. Just because I'm a software developer does not mean I know how to set up your printer. I mean, I know how to set up your printer, but not because I'm a software developer. Of course not, right? Me turns on ad blocker, single moms in the area, right?
Oh, damn, bro. They were so happy to let you know they were around.
They all go, why do single moms have such an obsession with me seeing ads? Why can't you just, ask me over without advertisements? I just don't understand it, single moms. What's the problem here? See this skinny part here? That's where all the oil boats squeeze through. Somebody blocks it, gas is gonna be like $20 a gallon and we're all I don't know I have no idea. I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. It seems insane and silly, but it's been working? I don't know, man. I don't know. The world is stupoo-doopoo to me, Mr. Beast. Our chocolate is slave labor free. How was your theme park in Saudi Arabia built? Pass. We don't talk
No commenting on that one.
About the Saudi Arabian theme park. It's not a theme park, man. It's embarrassing. It's basically somehow a worse carnival. It's bad. It looked like and quite frankly was beyond incredibly embarrassing. My dad is not putting up with lowballers on Marketplace. Would you take $5,000 cash today for a truck listed at $10,000? Absolutely not. For you, I'll make a special price. Great. So do we have a deal? Yeah, the new price is $12,000. I call it the douchebag tax. Well, this did not happen, and those DMs are fake, but I really do want more people to be talking to assholes on Facebook Marketplace like this. I really do. Or Craigslist, or wherever, okay? If I have something...
Look, considering how many people you see asking for stuff for free, I wouldn't doubt this is real, man. People can be like that 100%.
Listed for $800 and you say, would you take 200? Look, I get it. Shoot for the moon because if you miss, you'll end up among the stars. You miss every shot you don't take. And I'm not going to immediately be rude to you. But if you get pissy because I say absolutely not, the lowest I'm willing to go would be 700. We can do that. And you freak the fuck out because my item is listed at it. I don't know. People are very, very entitled to used stuff. First ever photo of a newly hatched electrician still with eggshell on its head. Nature is a beautiful thing.
Oh, so cute.
I didn't know that they made those dudes live up there, but I guess it makes sense that they would build a nest. It makes things a little more comfy on the giant tower that has no comforts whatsoever for human life. I think it's appreciative. Appreciative. That's the word we can use. It's cool. I like that they let them do that. Goth guys, goth girls. I just don't see real goth girls. If you've ever seen a real one, you would know that neither of them have all the microphones. Neither of them do. And they make sure of it. Oh my God, haven't seen you in forever. Let's stand in everyone's way. That's not as big of a problem for me as the folks that don't seem to understand how to line up at self-checkout. So if self-checkout is full, and you're lining up, people just seem to line up and block the walkway in America. Because Americans, because they're so selfish and individualistic, they play that game, and it drives me nuts. They won't curve a line out of the way when they know it's out of the way. They'll get in the way and force people to push through them. That's what annoys me.
I don't understand this. I cannot even picture it out. I just don't understand how that works.
Gas companies raising pump prices when oil prices rise. Gas companies lowering pump prices when oil prices fall. Isn't it cool? It's all made up. When you're telling your grandparents about your job and they have no clue what you're talking about, but they're supportive, that's what you should be, okay? To this day, older folks still don't understand what creation of content, videos, art, whatever on the internet means somehow. But I like the ones that are like, that's so cool. Dude, in my day, the thought of that, literally impossible, right? It's so cool that's what you get to do. That's awesome. I can't comprehend it at all, but good for you. Love ya. HR. The employee survey is 100% private. Manager the next day.
Oh, man.
Dude, I I really, really wish it was an opportunity to fire managers straight up. It's 100% private, huh? Well, if my manager's acting a little bit weird the next day, I hope I can complain and get him fired because we know what happened. We know what happened. Come on. Why are companies like this? Why can't companies go back to bragging about how awesome they are to their employees? Remember seeing this bad boy at your friend's house and thinking, damn, they must be rich. At the time, they probably were, even though these sucked so bad. I had one, and if you didn't sit right in the center at a normal level, you couldn't see the picture at all. They sucked. They were so bad, but they were egregiously expensive, man. The only thing that ruled about these TVs was having such room in them. They had subwoofers, huge speakers. They sounded amazing without external sound. They were incredible. Hell, for a short period of time, I had a widescreen 34-inch Sony, I think it's a Wega, whatever the hell, CRT. It was my pride and joy, even though it weighed 13,000 pounds. But I had that sucker, and it had a subwoofer built into it. Dude, the sound that used to come from old boxy TVs, your flat screen will never get there. Was arguing with the wife last night when she said, our relationship is like a prison. And I said, that's not fair. People have sex in prison. Do they? Eat the rich, motherfucker. When Gabe Newell walks in, oh, no. Look, I feel the same way, dude. I don't care. Look, I get it. Gabe shuts up. He does what billionaires should be doing.
If only every rich person was like Gabe. Just does things right, man.
Shut up and mind your business. That's all we really ask of you if you're going to be egregiously rich, right? But I still see headlines about Gabe Newell being so rich. He doesn't just buy yachts and live on yachts. He buys yacht companies now and lives on his yachts. Now, whenever
What a giga Chad, man.
I hear that, of course I'm like, look, that's disgusting. I find that to be reprehensibly disgusting. However, he is a billionaire, not off the backs of treating his employees like garbage, but off of building a company whose work culture is so good and so well paying, providing such good benefits and work culture in general, that they're all pretty well off too. Now, I don't know anything about the average salary at Valve, but one thing I do know is when you get a job at Valve, you will never give it up unless there's something creatively more fulfilling elsewhere. And they don't just look for beginners. They don't hire beginners. They want you because you're a genius that can push the art of gaming forward. So Gabe is not like the other seriously hefty billionaires. He does not have slaves working for him. He does not want you to be indebted to him forever. He doesn't want that. Or, at the very least, if he does, he's never been able to make that move. Now, I could be completely wrong, and Valve could completely blow absolute ass to work at, but I've never even remotely heard of anything like that happening, except for all the original Half-Life and Portal writers leaving because this shit wasn't happening. The work culture stalled. But that is the difference. I still find billionaires disgusting and gross, but at the very literal least, he gets one brownie point for shutting up and not slave driving his workers. My body overnight when I have a cold, blocked left nostril. Yep, they swap. It's funny because if you
that's so true.
flip over, that nostril will clear and the other one will block. It's just annoying, man. I just don't want to nose anymore. Listening to someone who inherited their career explaining how the world really works. People refuse to acknowledge any privilege that they've had in a lot of ways because they're scared in a way of coming across as someone that doesn't know. Like you don't have to know how the world really works. If your life is going okay, understand that privilege and go, I'm kind of blessed that I've never had to deal with that.
Man, these people are never like that though.
That's amazing. And then you try to empathize with people that do have to deal with that. But the guy who's 30 years old, who's still working at Taco Bell 60 hours a week because he just can't get out of that hole is stronger than you. Naturally stronger than you. They're stronger than me. They're stronger than I ever will be. Not because they work a bad job. They work a job. They provide more than I ever will to you. Genuinely. Like, it sounds weird, but, you know, I'm just the guy that dances around and tries to make you giggle or go, on these videos. That's what I do. I am more privileged than my brain will ever allow me to understand. But I try
100%.
Every day to recognize that I am, and the position that I am in is just so rare and, you know, beautiful for me. I make sure never to look that at any other angle than how lucky I am that you guys gave me this. Girls in their late 20s who live with their parents telling you why you're not good enough for her. I can't be with someone if I don't respect what they do. You're a cashier. See,
If you have these requirements, you have at least to meet them somehow, you know? You can't ask for things you yourself don't do, or if you don't have an equivalent to it in some other way. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure that sounds exactly like something that Seinfeld would say legitimately in real life, because he does seem like the type of guy to think you're pathetic if you have a regular job. Again, that cashier provides more to society in a week than I do. By
No, 100%. I just don't think you can ask for your requirement for a boyfriend cannot be that they're a CEO. When you're a cashier.
In a month, right? Now, I'm not trying to dog on myself and say that what I do is not interesting or important to you. I get messages to this day still about how thankful people are that I do the things that I do, that I speak out about the things that I do, that I'm silly, that I'm funny, that I try to be inspiring and all these other things. But I will always see the people that make my life easier as vastly more important than me. That's just how I choose to look at it, okay? When I was a kid, I used to think that Wiz Khalifa and Mia Khalifa are brother and sister, and Burj Khalifa is their home.
Yeah,
Dude, can you imagine if you just owned that building? Like, this is my house. Tallest building in the world? My house. Buying video games in 2006, buying video games in 2026. GameStop still exists, right? And they do still sell at least 40% video games. I get it, though. Once you're the guy that gets a PC, you're not getting physical copies anymore. You're just not. While the physical market for PC definitely did exist for quite a while, it's just not a thing anymore. Steam has become too good a little bit. I do wish I could get collector's copies. Like, if there was a way to say, move away from discs for PC, but if I could still get a big cool box collector's edition that had like a USB stick in it with the game and installation, that would be kind of cool, right? I know not right now, because that USB stick would be $40 billion to AI crap, but you get what I'm saying, though. It's kind of like when Nintendo went back to cartridges, because flash memory, or small chip memory like that, NVMe storage, whatever you want to call it, can hold so much more than any disc ever wishes that it could. I don't know why we didn't do something kind of cool like that for PC. Just using the interfaces the PC use. I don't know. A USB stick would be kind of funny, especially now that USB speeds are so high. Find a job, have a job, no job. You just can't win. I mean, you can't.
It's all despair, man.
And you can. I don't want to sound depressed. You absolutely can. Okay? There are joys in every aspect of life. Every corner of our existence is filled with beauty, whimsy, and merriment. Everything.
Damn, what a good way to look at him. And he's not wrong. There's the good side and the bad side to everything. 100%.
Genuinely. If I do end up working as a cashier again, full time, you better believe the beauty that I'm going to find is that feeling of the last hour of work. That feeling of getting to yap with that favorite coworker that's just as fucked up as you are. Those feelings right there are where I find beauty in the nooks and crannies of the world, and know that I will be all right. Hey, want to come over tomorrow? Okay. I get off my period on Tuesday, though. And low-key kind of lame, you thought that's all I was trying to do? You're right. I'm sorry. Damn. It's okay. Just give me some time to cool off, okay? Okay. I'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Of course. Bro.
Yeah, come on. You sound like a coward to me, my man. Today at the clinic, I told a patient not to eat fast food. We saw each other at McDonald's during lunch. It's so hard not to go back to fast food. McDonald's, that's easy. Screw that place. But I don't know what it is, man. I know that it's addicting. I'm a little too addicted to Crunchwrap Supremes, and I might die. Me in the morning, peacefully sleeping. Mom, open the window. It stinks in here. Screw you. I'm sleeping. Off. No, I do agree with her, though. She's totally right. Dude, the smell of sleep, it's just awful. Every morning, window open for the next few hours. Not to say that I'm stinky, grody, poopy smell, but that's just, your room is full of your breath at the end of the day. I think it's weird. I started sleeping so much better when I realized that I could sleep with my window open. Even if it's cold as shit outside, I do that.
People don't do that. I only have my windows closed when I have AC on. Any other time, windows open all day, man.
Oxygen comes in.
Yeah, give me that fresh air, bro.
Doesn't stink in the morning nearly as much. But if it's just a closed off little room and your HVAC system isn't running all the time like it should be to circulate air, it's going to be harder for you to breathe, and it's going to be stinky. OnlyFans CEO seeing the new trend where CEOs try their products.
Whoa. Wait a second.
No, I mean, I get what what you're saying here, but wait a minute. I'm sorry. Were his teeth always completely missing?
I never noticed that. Now that you mentioned that looks very weird.
In this shot, were his teeth not at all? Did he always curl his lips around his teeth, or did you like get rid of the teeth in Photoshop? What did you do here? Something's weird. Washing machines in the 80s. Laundry's done! Modern machines. I beeped 8 hours ago, and now I'm moldy. It's not moldy. Although, if you did leave it for 8 hours and it has that smell, please rewash them. How dry earwax people look at wet earwax people. Yeah, screw you, man. Also, I never noticed, by the way, in the background, that's Jamie Campbell Bower, I'm pretty sure. And I always forget this actor's name on the right. But I wish we could see him in more because he played the Swede in Hell on Wheels, which is one of the best villain characters I've ever seen in my life. And Michael Sheen, don't even get me started on how incredibly flawless Michael Sheen is, okay? Just know, guy on the left is Vecna, guy on the right's one of the coolest TV villains, the guy in the middle's just the coolest ever in general. Yeah, that's right, I'm on that part of the spectrum. I'll remember actors' names all day, except for, unfortunately, the guy on the right. But once I learn it, I'll never forget it. I promise you that. Every masterpiece has its copy. No. It's not the true end of the world until there's a new Animal Crossing. Me showing a rich old woman with dementia our family photos generated by AI so she can include me in her will.
Bruh.
You say that, but I am telling you right now, this has already happened or will happen. Me seeing internet privacy being eroded worldwide with age verification laws somehow being implemented by multiple countries simultaneously. Digs a little deeper, finding out that these laws are secretly being lobbied by Google, Palantir, and Meta, even though I wish they... Sorry, one thing about Palantir, I wish it was Palantir, because they're doing the Lord of the Rings thing. I'm pretty sure it was always meant to be pronounced Palantir, right? Anyway, yeah, that makes sense. Allow YouTubers to swear, advertise. Hey, as long as they...
It's sad because it's true. You know it.
They get paid. Then YouTube doesn't really give a crap. When you lie down for a 20-minute nap, but you wake up 3 Ayatollahs later, I don't know what that means. Doctor said I had 1 year to live, so I killed him and the judge gave me 25. But is it really living, my friend? I'm on PC, but I don't have money to buy games. I know. It's okay. Government, you have to inspect your car once a year for emissions. Also the government. Well, what's weird is even if it doesn't meet emissions, what happens? They can't tell you not to drive the damn thing, because that's insane, and it's not like you can be expected to buy a new car, so isn't it just like an extra 20 bucks on your tags or something? I don't know. Zendaya and Mark Jacobs. Still don't know if it's Zendaya or Zendaya. I don't really care anymore. This is how the gangster cats from Tom and Jerry look. She does look like she's part of the cast of Cats Don't Dance. Who has the best fast food burger? Why Five Guys burger always looking like somebody just took it out of their pocket? Good question. It's probably because they have to make a real, actual burger for you in less than 12 hours, right?
Damn.
Look, I know the presentation is bad, but it's much better than all of these. You will be paying.
That McDonald's one is looking way too good, bro. My McDonald's is never like that.
For it though. Chemistry as a subject, chemistry as a hobby, my mom yelling at me having a mental breakdown. You're 20 years old and you're acting like a 5-year-old. Never again.
Damn,
yeah, moms. I get it. We suck, us children and grown-ass adult children of yours. We're terrible. I totally get it. But if you ever pull that on me again, you don't have a son anymore? Today the teacher asked me how I view lesbian relationships, and apparently in full HD wasn't the right answer.